Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and I finished the Martha journal, and I'm going to call it Martha because that is the name of Denise's Digi. So please go check out Denise at Wonderbar Crafts. I'll leave the link below, and you can have a look at her beautiful paper. So I, as you know, did the crumpled up pink masking paper, and then there's a doily on the outside. I put a little lace down the spine. This is just a pearly button. It's just glued there. It covers, you know, just so you know where the opening is. Kind of like a little handbag. And then the signature is all sewn in. Now I only did one. I thought about doing more, but I was worried. It's got a little gusset here, but this side doesn't, and I wanted it to close right. So anyway, this little tag has a wax seal. Most of you have probably seen all this, but I just want to make sure I show the journal. So there's those two pieces. You can do some journaling on the back. That just tucks right in there. I decided to go ahead and leave that one in there. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm like, I'll glue it to a page. Well, it has a flap and all. Yeah. Anyway, it's much better off like that. And then this is the first page, which this is a piece of paper that I had. This isn't part of her kit, but all the other papers in here are, other than like the avocado dyed paper and that. So this is in her kit. This is one of my Digis. Some lined, I think this was the beet dyed paper that my sister made me. It's either that or avocado dyed paper from Denise. This is a music book page. And this we made together with the postcard. And then there's one of Denise's envelopes. And I left it, I didn't seal it, but it could easily be sealed. I just wanted it to be a writing, journaling spot. And then one of the tickets from the Digi. And another journaling card. These are Gail Augustinelli's doilies on the back. This just has the pink paper on the back. So those are all tucked in there. Actually. And then I like to slide this one in this way, but it's a belly band, so it could slide in either way. It just fits nicely right there. So, and that's just tea-dyed paper. And this is one of the pages from Denise's kit. And that's one of mine, just to back it, my old paper. This is avocado dyed paper, doily, one of the ones from Denise's kit, one of my old papers, avocado dyed graph paper, and then this is a envelope that has been altered, and then it has the big tag. And so this is one of the long envelopes. I'll put that back in a minute. Music paper, some just ledger, Denise's paper. That's my Digi. Just a magazine, a floral magazine, and some like school paper that's been tea dyed. And this is part of her Digi. These are so beautiful, Denise. I just love them. And then my old paper Digi, and then this is out of one of those work basket magazines. Tea dyed paper, avocado dyed paper, or this could be the other side of beet. I think this is avocado from Denise. They are really close. They come out very close to the same color. So that's kind of a good thing to know if you don't have access to avocados or whatever. Beets work as well. And so that's the center of the signature. And just more paper, lots of writing space. So we're just going the other side of the signature. And this is the other side of that envelope with another large journaling tag. And that. And I did do, I took one of the little flag things and just did a altered paper clip. And then there's another one of her little flags on a journaling card, and that just has some of that ledger on the back. And then this is that one we did together over the top of the music page on the other side. And a journaling card, and this is another one of her envelopes that I covered on the inside so you can journal on it. Tucked in there, and this is Rita Donnelly. That's who it was, and I couldn't remember the other day, so thank you. Yeah, so Rita Donnelly. Flip. And that, and then I did another one, this is another one of Denise's postcards, and I just did a collage on the front of that, kind of like that other one that I did. And there's a couple of journaling cards, and they've all been backed. And then I just put one of these Tim Holtz roses in because it looked pretty with all of this. So that's kind of a fun little thing. And this one is already spoken for, so it won't be going on my shop, but I wanted to make sure that you guys got to see the, you know, the finished product. But so there it is, all finished. So I hope you guys liked that idea and liked how it turned out, and those papers are gorgeous, so please do go check them out. I think she did an awesome job on those. So I'm also going to go ahead and show you my Halloween paper should be up today. So this is a new Digi of mine. I'm going to have two coming out. One is going to be pages from this old book that I have, these old ad pages. So some of them are white, or well, they're cream now, blue and purple pages. Some of them, when I scanned them, they didn't come out as well as I like, so I'm going to try to do some fixing on those today, and then I'll try to get that out too. And they would be great because they're almost, you know, the whole size of a sheet of paper. You could either use them as actual pages in your journal. You could cut just the ad itself out and use it, or you can use them to collage because they're great colors and great graphics and things like that, and really cool text. Like they're just really neat. So anyway, those will be out, and then this is done. So it'll definitely be done today. So this is the first page, or a page, doesn't matter what order. This is that little sketch that I did on a tea bag. And then these ladies, I got them from an 1819 costume thing from New York Public Library. They were costume ideas for a play theater type thing, and so some of them, like one of them was a pumpkin, so I used that one, but a lot of them I changed. This girl dressed like in wheat stayed the same, so that one I didn't change. But anyway, second page, and as always I will give you a page without the images, like without the girls on them, and then you'll get one with the girls. And there's 18 pages in this Digi kit, so it's a pretty good size kit. So see, this is that same page, it just has the girl on it. That way you can choose what you want to use, or you know, like if you wanted to put this one on the back of another one, you don't have like duplicates of her a million times or whatever. So that's why I do it like that, just to give you some options. And then this is the pumpkin that my aunt drew for me. I love that pumpkin. So yeah, I inked it up and put a little sewing tissue over the top of it just to age it a bit. But I think it's great. And so there's that page. And then this is a more plain page that you could use on the back of other pages, and you know, lots of writing space. And the same with this one. This is cabbage dyed lined paper, so that ended up turning out really well to go with all this. And then here it is, that same page with the witch and the cat. And then here's the pumpkin again, but on a different setup. So I just added the leaves and stuff on that. That's that one that's got a completely blank page here. So, and then this is, I got this old music book, I think it's 1910, and it had this sheet in there, was, you know, somebody was obviously writing music or whatever, but it had these huge burn marks in it, and it was just so cool looking, so that got put in there. And then here's my pumpkin girl, and this is an old vintage postcard. And then this is some, I used food dye, food coloring, and rubbing alcohol to get this effect. And this was a leaf that I put on there, so you can sort of see a little bit of the outline of the leaf. So that was kind of fun. It didn't turn out as well as I wanted it to, or I would have done like whole sheets of that. But the color is great for this. And this is more of it down here. That was a piece of lace that I set on there. So that was kind of cool. And then there it is again with the ghost. And this is a piece of transparency paper that I printed on. And this one. And so again, these are all done by hand first. Then I scan them and put them into the computer, and you know, my son can change size or that kind of thing in Photoshop, but they're all done by hand first. So all these pieces are done by hand, and these were all, I drew all these using, you know, that base. Those two are the original, or look like the original, and then these are ones that I created in the same idea. You know, I didn't want their faces to be a lot different. I didn't want them to look a lot different from the originals, so. But the originals had like monkey costumes and stuff on, and I didn't want that, so I changed it. And then these, again, like I always tell you, I printed this to fit the page or fill the page, however you want to say that, but if you do shrink to fit, you'll get a little bit more of these edges because there is room, but when you fill the page, you know, sometimes it kind of almost hangs off the edge. They're not cut off bad though, there isn't really, it's just the teeniest little edge cut off, so, and the same with this one. But if you shrink to fit, you'll just get a better idea on that. And that's a big like coin envelope, and then more of the little flags. And then this is a whole sheet of that old, you know, music paper, so I just thought it was so cool looking. So anyway, 1910. It's been hanging around a while. You can't hardly touch it though, it just starts falling apart, so I scanned it real quick and, you know, got it done. But, so I thought it would be fun, because I haven't in a super long time done a journal page in here. And so I'm just going to find a page I want to use. Let's go ahead and use this one. It's getting so full. But my aunt drew me these funny little, they're so cute, like whimsical pumpkins. And then, what does a witch say when she's riding her broom? Broom, broom. So she drew those. I just thought that it would be fun to make a page. And since she did that pumpkin for me, I think I'm going to use one of those pumpkin pages. And we can just have our little Halloween-y page. But I hope you guys like this kit. Please tell me what you think of it, because it was just really fun to do, and it was fun kind of collaborating with her and you know, that kind of thing. So anyway, I thought I would go ahead and put these in here. I'm going to ink these a little bit just so they go better. I hope you're all having a wonderful weekend. It's been nice here. Hot, but you know, not too horrible for this time of year. We had a house full of kids yesterday. We went school shopping first, and that with my husband's mom. She likes to get the kids a pair of jeans from Buckle. And so she got them a pair of jeans and a shirt, so they have an outfit that she purchased for them, so that's always fun. They have a blast doing that. It's very nice of her to do that. I'll probably end up putting a picture in here too, but I don't have one printed out at the moment, so I'm just going to go ahead and kind of do this. I'm going to tear it, and I don't have my regular tear ruler. I'm going to move this out of the way. But I'll just use my regular metal ruler, because it works. So yeah, we don't hardly ever go to the mall, so the kids were kind of excited about that. I just avoid places where there's loads of people. They aren't crazy about it either, but it, you know, it's fun to do, like to get stuff for school or whatever. It's just not something that we enjoy to do for, like, you know, fun. We're all fairly quiet people. My son's a little more social than like my daughter and I, but I mean, they like having friends over. It's not like they don't socialize at all. It's just that we don't like crowds, I guess that's what it is. But I don't think a lot of people do, so. Sorry, I'm like really fiddly this morning. I had a cup of coffee, so. And it's fairly early still, so I'm just kind of, makes me weird. I really like that pumpkin though, he's just so fun. I love how he came out. And so I can do a little bit of journaling there. So that's nice. I put my little broom broom witch. Thanks, honey. So let's see what else. I need a little something up at the top up there. Hold on just a second. Hello. My husband was looking for super glue. It's like, I don't know where it is, but I didn't want to make y'all listen to us jabber at each other, so I just want to see if I got this lace and stuff at I think I showed you guys, but I thought a piece of that might be kind of cool with that. I got that at a thrift store. I love thrift stores. Like, sometimes you can find the coolest stuff there. It's like, why on earth would people give it away? But I know, I mean, if you're not using it, you're not using it. But I think I still need a little something up there, so I think I'm going to use a piece of this right here. But yeah, so these papers, definitely just use them, you know, for collaging, or, you know, if you want to use the whole page, however, because there's some really neat prints and things. Old lace. This was like a sketch for old lace. So like somebody was drawing an idea for lace. So that was kind of fun. Yeah, that'll look good up there. So I'll put that up there. Get this out of the way again. It's the only problem. Wish I had loads of room, but I don't. Get a little ink. My husband is building me a website, so I'm excited about that, because then maybe I can get, you know, move slowly my stuff over there, so that I don't have to deal with Etsy's, you know, give free shipping and all those kind of things, which not that I'm opposed to free shipping. I mean, I would do that too. I often do that, like I did last year around Christmas and stuff, but it just felt like it was forced, and I didn't like, you know, you guys know the whole story. You've probably heard it from loads of people, but anyway, I just don't like that kind of stuff. It's very manipulative, and it bothers me. And even though I've done free shipping, it feels like my sales have gone down a whole lot, like within the last 3 weeks. And a lot of that could be, you know, schools getting started and stuff like that. You know, people have other stuff to do, but it's like, it doesn't feel like it's doing anything for me to have this free shipping, and mine is free, so I'm just kind of eating the cost of that, because I don't believe in lying to people. If I say it's free shipping, then it's free shipping. I'm not going to tack it on to my prices. I don't think that's right. So, but I just don't feel like it's doing anything for my shop at all. So it's kind of irksome. You know, you do it and it still doesn't do anything, because they're supposed to promote you and put you to the top of their search engine and all that garbage if you do it. So anyway, he's working on that, and it's coming out cute. So I'm excited. It's really nice that I have a son and a husband both who are good at technology, because Lord knows I'm not. Everybody's home today, so you know, that's why you're hearing lots of banging and stuff. They're getting breakfast and that jazz. So yeah, my journal is getting so full, and it's not even remotely like all the pages are done or anything. It just, I've put gifts in there, like things that Allie has sent, and you know, just neat things that I've gotten that I want to keep in there. And like when my aunt came last year, she gave me that neat doily, and so I did that whole page with that. So a lot of that stuff adds bulk. So that's just kind of the way that is. But if I ever do get it finished, it's going to be seriously fatty. And I know this probably isn't perfectly straight, but it's hard to get it perfectly straight. Those are things you can't worry about when you're doing a junk journal. It's just, you know, get your information that you want to keep in there. Just fun. Alright, so let's put our broom broom witch, broom broom. That's totally my aunt's personality. I love it. It's so cute. She's like the opposite of me too. We're both creative, but she's much more colorful and wears lots of color and uses lots of color in her art. And you know, I like this older, muted, maybe darker colors or something, I guess you might say. But we definitely have a lot in common. So this way I can write a little something about what we did and put a picture maybe. I could even put a picture on this page. I think I'll put the pumpkins right there. I love these pumpkins. They're so colorful and fun. It's totally... She was drawing things for me to put in the Digi, and I loved these. They're so cool. I just didn't think that they totally went, but he was great. Great pumpkin for this. I could have inked him up more and stuff, but I'm glad I have him for here. Alright, so that's just a fun little page to remember what we did, and then like I said, I'll put a picture here. So I don't think I need any of the lace. There's not really anywhere to put it. I can add some later. But that's, I guess, all the excitement. I'm sorry I didn't have a big thing planned, but I did want you to see my little witch and the pumpkins, and do a flip through of the Martha journal so that you guys could see what the end result was. So I hope you have an awesome rest of your weekend, and I may be back tomorrow to show you that other Digi and stuff. But this, oh, and I'm calling it Spooky Times. My daughter named it, so Spooky Times is what it's called. She says a lot of the time if something's kind of a bummer or something goes wrong during a day, she says sad days all the time. She says it just like that, sad days. So I asked her, what should I call this? She said Spooky Times. So I thought it was cute. But anyway, it's called Spooky Times, and it will be in my Etsy today. So I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.